Well, a joint operation between law enforcement agencies landed 10 people in jail over the weekend with prostitution and sex trafficking charges. The Shelby County DA, along with local, state, and federal law enforcement, led a sting identifying 9 men and 1 woman either promoting sex or seeking it out with minors. Avery Braxton is live in Harbortown tonight with more on those charges and the resources available for potential victims in this case. Avery.
Good evening, Rudy. The people who were involved in this are charged are being held. They were all in court today. They're all either in using bonds ranging from $1,500 to $40,000 bonds after undercover agents pretending to be underage girls used the River Inn in Harbortown Square as a place to lure predators. But I want to take the time to look at the potential victims in this case. The Restore Corps is stepping in to help victims of sex trafficking as it's become a bigger problem here in the Memphis area, unfortunately, in the past year.
The victim almost is unaware of how they got themselves there. It just seems simple and sweet and innocent until it doesn't.
And by then, it's often too late. The River Inn in Harbortown just so happened to be the location where the most recent sex trafficking sting happened, but the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says this could happen anywhere.
Tough to say that, hey, Memphis specifically has a problem with this when this is a problem everywhere.
From 2020 to 2021, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation reported 30% increase in tips to their human trafficking line.
In general, this is not the very first time that these people have done this. It's not the first time that they've come for a minor. So it's a problem. It's something that we're trying to attack all the way across the state.
Whether in person or online, agencies like the TBI, Memphis PD, the Shelby County DA's office, and FBI are teaming up to catch the predators. In this sting, agents posed as minors on websites known for prostitution. Men then engaged with them over the internet and text, while others came across the agents for the first time in Harbortown. And it's not just law enforcement agencies that are combating this issue. Activists and nonprofits are doing their part to educate the public while helping those who have fallen victim.
Taking as much or as little of the narrative that a victim wants to share at that particular moment, because we're not the investigators. We don't need the narrative of the exploitation.
In this case, offenders were looking for minors, and Haga warns parents that child sex trafficking may not be one isolated incident, but a longer process from a simple meeting to grooming to exploitation. She warns oftentimes stranger danger can't be the narrative when the exploiter may seem like a friend or significant other. Haga says that while giving resources to exploited women or teens is an important step, acknowledging the underlying reason, a buyer's market, is a bigger one.
We have to remove the narrative of kind of boys will be boys kind of narrative that says it's totally fine and there's never a victim when someone is paying for sex.
Now, Rachel Sumner Haga says they are in contact with about 55 women, constantly trying to get them back into a normal livelihood after being involved in human sex trafficking. She said in the Memphis area alone, she believes there to be over 300 organizations that try to tackle this very issue. So if you want to be involved or trying to maybe leave, you only have to have a simple Google search. In Harbortown, Avery Braxton reporting.
All right, Avery, thanks a lot. Well, the TBI tells us this is a growing issue. They've seen 30% increase in calls to their tip line from 2020 to 2021. If you want to report a human trafficking tip, just call 1-855-55-TNATH.